Welcome to the Midnight Dreary, your rest stop on the highway of the unexplained. Pull up a bar stool and grab a drink as we present tonight's episode. And here's your host, Justin Wood.
Thank you guys for joining us on this week's episode of the Midnight Dreary. We are closing in on Halloween. It is in a couple of days, and I have a special episode, as you can tell by the giggling in the background. This is going to be more of a kid-friendly episode. My daughter had expressed interest in my podcast, and I said some of these episodes are not meant for children. But she begged me to be on a podcast, so I told her, you know what, we'll do one that's a little more kid-friendly, and I will get inside the mind of a 10-year-old kid and see what Halloween's like for them and what kind of scary movies that they like. So without further ado, this is my daughter, Savannah. Savannah, say hello.
Hello.
All right, and we're going to talk just a short, fun, off-the-cuff episode. I can't even talk tonight. Episode about Halloween, and from a kid's perspective, because it has been, 30 years since I've been her age, but most importantly, what are kids doing this year? What are some of the hot costumes? What are some movies she likes? Among other things. So I am going to do this interview style. Savannah, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, tell us how old you are. I think I already said it, but you tell us.
I'm 10.
All right. 10 years old. So is everybody in your friend group excited about Halloween this year? Or is it something that some kids are, some aren't? Or how is it received by most of your friends?
Some of them mostly trick-or-treat, but also some of them, their parents don't let them because they just don't.
Okay. So some kids do trick-or-treat and some kids do not. So I was going to ask you the next question, and it's something I've talked about on a previous episode. There's a lot of alternatives. When I was a kid, we didn't really have a lot of these alternatives, but some kids may go trunk-or-treating, or they may do a fall festival, or they may do the classic trick-or-treating. Which one is your favorite and why?
I like trick-or-treating because it's fun to wear like different outfits and go around and go on to houses and just I don't know, and also I think it's more fun going to houses because it's like you're stealing their candy almost. It's like you're stealing their candy,
so you're getting into the bad side of Halloween, obviously. All right,
not in a bad way, but just for fun.
Just for fun.
It's
okay.
Like the one day you can actually steal candy.
I think you're using the wrong term there. I don't think you're stealing their candy. You're taking it in exchange for saying trick or treat, right?
Yeah.
Is that a nicer way to put it? Instead of stealing. Yeah, no, you wanted to get to the bad side of Halloween. Man, what have I done? We've already unleashed the beast on the podcast. All right, so you prefer trick-or-treating. That's the old-fashioned going door to door in the neighborhood, knocking on doors, saying trick-or-treat. You're in middle school. Well, you'll be in middle school next year, I know, but you're about middle school age. What age do you think kids should stop trick-or-treating? Should there be an age limit?
No, but if there was supposed to be an age limit, I would say, let me think about it real quick. Probably maybe 50.
50? 50 is the age limit to stop.
Actually, 45.
45. Okay, I've got 5 years left in me. I've thought about this before. I don't think there should really be an age limit. I think if people want to participate, you should just have fun with it. But I think, the problem with that is probably money, because adults and some health-conscious people probably don't want Snickers bars and candy. They probably want bottles of water, the apples, the stuff the kids don't want, and they probably just want to collect it.
I'll take an apple.
You'll take an apple. Okay. A good Honeycrisp apple. So no age on trick-or-treating. Everybody should be welcome trick-or-treating. Now, when you're an adult, do you think you would rather go out and walk the kids out, or do you want to stay home and hand candy out? Because we kind of swap it up here. Sometimes I'll take you guys out, and sometimes I'll come back and hand out candy. What do you think's fun? Or kind of mix it up?
So I think, if you want to go trick-or-treating with, your kids, I think you should, but also you want to hand out candy at your house, and if depending what the age of the kids is, or where they're going, if they're going around the neighborhood and your mom and you're just staying home, I think that would be fine. Yeah. But if they're going far, where you don't know exactly where they are, I think the parents should go with them or have supervise over them.
No, very, very mature answer. I think so. And see, it's we got to break it up sometimes, because if you leave the bowl of candy at the house,
all the
Kids like you who were talking about stealing candy earlier, yeah, you would come back to an empty bowl. But, you know, they'll always leave a note that says take one. Yeah, and people, we'll take two, we'll take five, we'll take a handful. That never works. So, all right, cool. So, no age, you prefer trick-or-treating the classic. And do you have a costume this year?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your costume?
I have two. I just don't know which one I want to be for actual Halloween. Because I just had my Halloween party this weekend and I was a vampire. But I was going to go see the Barbie movie.
Okay.
I was going to be the Mark Robbie, cowgirl. But I don't know for sure if I'm going to be that or a vampire. I really don't know. And I'm still thinking, even though Halloween's in 1 week. So.
The good thing is you have the costumes. So you could either go on the side of sweet Barbie or scary vampire. So you got two.
Or I could do both.
You could do both. Be a Barbie vampire. I'm sure they probably come out with that. So, well, cool. So you've given us a good insight on Halloween, what kids are doing. And it's still popular as ever, I imagine. At school, everybody talks about it in their costumes, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys decorate the school still and Halloween-themed projects or homework?
Sometimes.
Okay.
But can I tell you something we do at
Yeah.
school?
Please, by all means.
We do. What we do, we don't really decorate the school mostly, but what we do is a pumpkin competition where all the teachers will have a pumpkin and then the kids will think of ideas and they'll put them around the school and whoever wins gets a pizza party. I don't like pizza personally, but whatever, it's fine. It's usually a fun thing we do at our school and I really like doing that.
I think that's fun. I always looked forward to that when I was a kid, all the Halloween projects they had. And do the teachers or does the library, do they read ghost stories? Do they put scary books out specifically for Halloween? Have you seen that? I know the public library does, but your school, did they do anything like that where it's decorated, but also some of the curriculum or some of the books are out there for you to read ghost stories or scary stuff? Or you haven't seen that?
Well, library and stuff like that, we don't usually have them out, if you know what I'm saying, kind of.
Okay.
Out propped up. But the librarian will usually read us Halloween books during Halloween. Or if it's Christmas, she'll read us Christmas books. Just
okay.
month of the holiday.
So they stick with the theme of the holiday.
Yeah.
Whatever type of literature they're diving into. Is there any books that stand out? I'm putting you on the spot because we worked on something else, but I'm going to put you on the spot for books. Any books that stand out right now for scary, creepy, ghostly?
I'm trying to think.
If you think about it, we can always come back to that.
Can we come back to it later?
Yeah, let's do that because I've always got some scary books. Okay, so no book. I've got a couple.
Oh, wait, I remember a book.
Okay, you remember a book. What is it?
Okay, I don't remember the name of it that much, but it's something the square pumpkin, this guy, and it's a second grade book, but it hits so different. It's so good.
I like that terminology. It hits so different. And also the book that I wrote, Needless Nightmares, is probably up there with one of your favorites, right?
Yeah, that too.
Okay, I believe you 100%. All right, so what Savannah's worked on, I taught her how I prepare for podcast, and usually what I will do is get my notebook out, start writing some ideas down, and if I'm doing a list, write my list up, but it's in no specific order. Then I go back and I adjust the order. Then I'll try to get some filler content in there just to keep it of a variety pack, whatever. We started simple. She wanted to do 3 movies that she likes, and I told her keep it kid-friendly. And, of course, that's what we try to watch for the 10-year-old, kid-friendly Halloween movies. So, Savannah, I am going to let you give me your top 3 Halloween movies.
Kid edition.
And let's do it. Start with number 3. What do you have?
For number 3, I have Hocus Pocus, and I just like that movie really much. I like the first one and the second one. I think I like the first one more because it's more original. It's just really good.
Gotcha. It is more like original. I love that. It's the original. It's a classic. And it's cool to me to see that surpass so many generations. I think Hocus Pocus is fun. It's got the creepy vibe, but it's really more lighthearted and fun. So Hocus Pocus at number 3, really good choice there. And number 2 really was, not number 2 on your list, Hocus Pocus 2 was not that bad. It was actually pretty good. So I liked it. I thought it was fun. Definitely not the original. So number 2 on your list, I think this is a good one. I can see your list here. So tell everybody what number 2 is.
Number 2 is Nightmare Before Christmas. I love that movie so much. I just love the animation that,
Tim Burton?
Yeah, Tim Burton. I was going to say, does he do the drawings too?
Well, yeah.
Or does he just write it?
You know what? Let's just say he's a part of the whole process.
Okay.
It's definitely his style for sure.
Yeah, I know it's his style, but I'm just going to say he draws it because I really don't know if he does. I think he does. By watching his other movies, I think he does draw it, and I just like how he draws like all the characters in it, and they're so creative. It's like something not really more people would think of. It's like really unique.
Yeah, I agree with that. Good question. Follow-up question, I guess I should say. Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie? Or both?
It's like both, but it's more of a Halloween movie to me, just because everybody is a Halloween character, mostly.
I think so. I think it's definitely more of a Halloween movie.
The setting is like a Christmas thing, like more on in the movie, but like everybody's like skeletons and fat mirrors. No offense.
You're spoken politically correct. Love it. Yeah, I think Nightmare Before Christmas is great. This list is captivating so far. So 3, Hocus Pocus. 2, Nightmare Before Christmas. And number 1 on a 10-year-old's kid-friendly Halloween movie list. Tell us what it is.
It's Corpse Bride. I love that movie so much. Another Tim Burton movie. Really good. I love how he draws all the designs again. And I just love the Corpse Bride so much. I think it's really good.
All right, so you're going to have to fill me in on Corpse Bride. I have not seen it. Without giving any spoilers, tell me what's it about? What's like the premise of Corpse Bride?
So, basically, it's about this girl and getting married to this person. And I kind of forgot. I haven't watched it in a while.
You haven't watched it in a while, so it's about a girl that's married to a person, and she's a corpse.
Yeah.
That's why she's a bride, because she's married to somebody, so she's dead and a corpse bride, and she goes around.
Yeah, but like the man's like human, I think.
Oh, so she marries
I
somebody.
haven't watched it in a while, even though it's like one
Corpse bride and living husband.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay, that's perfect.
And can I actually add? Can I say my top 4 favorite? Because I thought of one while thinking of this.
You know what? You get the special privileges on here. We're doing good on time. You're doing good on but it's not on your list. What is it? What's the number for it?
So I'm gonna say I'm gonna make Hocus Pocus 4, Nightmare Before Christmas 3, Corpse Bride 2, because this one's gotta be my number 1.
Okay.
And I cannot believe I forgot to write on my list because it's so good. Beetlejuice.
Oh. I agree with you. That is a great movie. How did we both forget Beetlejuice? Classic. And what a great movie. I think Beetlejuice is good. What made you remember that? Just have you watched it this year?
Several times. I watch it during Christmas, like 4th of July. I watch it pretty much every single night and day.
You watch it every night and every day. Now, you could fool me because I don't see you watching it all the time, and I don't see you watching it on the 4th of July, but...
I said almost.
Okay. Well, you're just saying it's that good. You could watch it all the time. Is that right? Okay. Beetlejuice is a really good movie. So, Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride, and Beetlejuice. So, you would recommend these for ages 8 through 80, I imagine. Yeah.
I would say maybe 8 or up.
Okay.
Or 7 or up, I don't know.
So you could be 8 through until you're a corpse.
Yeah.
Yourself. Okay, perfect. Well, that is awesome, Savannah. You've done really good on the show. I'm proud of you. We covered a lot of Halloween trending topics today. Have you noticed on your social medias and stuff like that, are they going more towards filters for Halloween costumes and stuff like creepy? You showed me a skull one earlier, so.
I did?
Well, there was a filter that had a skull on there.
Oh, yeah.
I know. We try to limit the social media, but man, some of these filters and things are really cool, and she showed me some that you can put a mask on, so I thought that was pretty cool. So, yeah, you're a natural at this. You're always welcome on the Midnight Dreary. And before we close out for the night, Savannah reminded me of one more thing. She wanted to talk to me about her Halloween traditions that she has, that she likes to share. What came to mind?
Okay. So I want to share some Halloween traditions really quick, and before we close out. And yeah, so I think one Halloween tradition most of us do, maybe not everybody, but carve pumpkins usually.
Carve pumpkins, yeah, that's fine.
And carve pumpkins. Also, another one, obviously, trick or treating. mostly a lot of people do that. And yeah. And then another one too. I don't know if really probably adults don't do this. More if kids do it, where they get candy and trade it because like they don't like it.
That's always fun. We did that as kids, me and my brother especially, because came back to the house with our bags full of candy. But yeah, we'd go through our bags. If I didn't like something, I liked dots a lot.
Me too.
Yeah, I think they're underrated. He did not, so I would always go for his dots, and don't remember what he liked. I think he was more of a chocolate type of guy. So you like to obviously trick or treat. That's traditional. So no trunk or treats or fall festivals for you. You like to trade candy. And carving pumpkins. You know, that's changed a little bit because a lot of people like to paint the pumpkins now or put stickers on the pumpkins. You like to carve still?
Still carve, because I just think it's fun. Like, getting all the stuff out, carving a shape that, like, it can be, like, any shape. Not really any, because it's, like, really hard to get them on a little pumpkin.
Right.
But, you know what I'm trying to say. You can carve a few shapes, like, a lot.
Yeah.
And then, also, I was going to say that I'm going to share some of my favorite candies really quick.
Yeah, that's a great topic.
So,
give us your top 3 favorite candies.
Top 3?
What should adults be handing out to kids this year? 2023, what are some of the best candies to make the kids in your neighborhood absolutely thrilled?
To make them absolutely thrilled and really happy, probably Twix, in my opinion. They're really good. Then slime lickers. If any kids listen to this certain podcast right now, because it's kid-friendly, you probably know that slime lickers are good.
Slime lickers. Okay, Twix, I know. They're delicious, I agree. What is a slime liquor?
So, basically, it's like this container thing with, like, flavored stuff in it, like kind of like a flavored juice, like a sour blue raspberry flavored thing.
Okay.
And it's in this bottle, and then it has like this little ball thing on top where you lick your tongue on it and it rolls around, and like you kind of have to like lean it up a bit so you can get all the juice on the side of the ball. So when you roll it, the juice that is on the other side of the ball comes to your mouth, gets it out.
It sounds like a mess, doesn't it?
Not really that much meth. It's just hard to explain.
Okay, slime lickers and Twix. And so if you had to go with a number 1 candy of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah, well, something that would make the kids, every kid you know, happy to receive in their Halloween bag or their Halloween tote bucket. What candy can an adult hand out that is just going to thrill the neighborhood?
Okay, so obviously it has to be mega if it's going to thrill the kids and excitement.
Mega.
So it has to be like huge. And then a lot of candies I like that I think other people like too. I never really heard anybody say they don't like Smarties.
Yeah, Smarties are great. Classic.
I really never heard anyone say they don't like Smarties or those Sour Punch straws either. I've never heard someone say they don't like them. Maybe some people out there don't, but
no, I think they're great.
In my little ears, I've never heard anybody say that they don't like them. So, like, mega, like, sometimes, like, at your store, you can get, like, these mega things with, like, a lot of them inside, like, a lot of those candies inside. And if you hand those out to kids, they'd be amazed. And one thing you can hand out on Halloween, it might make the kids happy. Don't think anybody can really do this, but iPhones.
Oh, okay. As we end with that, the Twix, the slime lickers, mega candy like Sour Punch and things
really,
like that.
Any mega candy. And try to, if you do, parents, if you're listening, if you're going to hand out candy this year, do something mega and get a few mega things and make sure it's something that like kids like. Don't do like Snickers with nuts because people can be allergic like a lot.
Well, the parents usually will go through those, but that's a really good and thoughtful comment. So that's a good. You know what? Let's tie it into that. Parents got to check their candies, right? And if you're a kid and you have a candy that looks strange, always talk to your parents about
I have
that.
this candy I got from the a parade, and it's called Chuckles.
Chuckles.
Yeah, it's called Chuckles. Y'all might have heard of it. It looks really old from those old days, but.
A Chuckles candy.
I have no idea. Some of y'all might know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all might. It's like gummy filled with something. I don't really know at this point. I'm just saying what it looks like because I never ate it.
You have some really insightful thoughts tonight, and I'm glad we did this. This is a fun, kid-friendly episode of the Midnight Dreary. Savannah, we're going to close out this time for real. You did a great job. Always welcome back when I do something kid-friendly, and the only time I'm going to do kid-friendly is when you're welcome back because I usually go for the scary stories that'll keep you up at night. So anybody that wants to share their traditions, tell them where they can email us at.
They can email us at TheMidnightDreary@yahoo.com.
That is awesome so much. This was fun. We'll do this again. I want you to get your Halloween reading in. Enjoy the last week before Halloween. We are exactly 1 week as of this recording before the big day. So kids out there, if you don't have your costumes, get them. Always check with your parents as you're going through your candy. Let them double check that. And most importantly, we have one more thing. What is the one more thing?
If you don't have a costume, kids, just put on an orange shirt and get a black Sharpie, draw a pumpkin on it, and wear some green shorts, and bam, you'll be a pumpkin. It'll be really cute.
You are...
Or a green... I don't know.
Well, there's economical ways to do Halloween costumes. Maybe we'll sneak in another podcast, and you can tell us the top 5 hit Halloween costumes or budget-minded costumes this year.
One more thing I'm going to say. If you don't have a costume, just get some extra white sheets, cut them out, put holes in it, and make like a cute little ghost.
Always get your parents' permission, though, right?
Yes.
Good job.
Depending what age.
Depending what age. So if you live out on your own, like I'm 40, I don't have to call my parents if I want to cut up my own sheets, right?
Yeah. I think 13 or up. I am 10, so.
If you are living with your parents still, check with them before you start cutting up the sheets. And with that, guys, thank you, Savannah, for joining us tonight. And as always, thank you guys I can't even talk tonight. I'm thinking about all the mega candy. Thank you guys for tuning into the Midnight Dreary, your rest stop on the highway of the unexplained. Please, if you get a chance, subscribe and give us a nice rating on your favorite podcast sharing application. And guys, if this is the last time you listen to us before the big day, have a very happy Halloween.
Thanks for stopping by the Midnight Dreary. We'll be open again next week to serve up more drinks and more mysteries. Until then, safe travels.